work for your show. Let me with the hug, no.
Okay, guys, so 3 things you need to know before you start your poultry farming. Number 2, know your capacity. Yes, so it's important that you know your. So this is where capital comes into play. Most people will tell you that poultry farming is very expensive, but it depends on your capacity. It depends on the capacity that you want to produce, and it also depends on the type of birds that you want to produce. So there are like predominantly 3 types of birds that people produce. So either you produce layers, or you produce boilers, or you can produce turkey. So that's like three most common birds, that type of birds that people produce. So during this Christmas period, people majorly focus on boilers, so boiler production, and because it's short-lived, within 3 months, in fact less than 3 months, 2 months at most of the birds that you see in the market, they are 2 months actually. So within 2 months they are ripe for maturity. So determine the type of birds that you want to produce first, then determine the number. So say like with a 100 to 150k, you can actually produce 20 birds. So say okay, maybe you are going for 1,000 birds, then you know that okay, you're going to really need a lot of money, up to millions of naira. But I will always advise you guys, please, when you want to start any agricultural business, start small. Except maybe like you got a grant, or you have prior knowledge before. But say you are just going into it and you don't have any knowledge before, start small. So number 3 point is know your market. This is also a very important part, because you cannot finish raising your birds and don't have who to sell to. So from the beginning, or when you start raising your birds, you need to start talking to your neighbors, start talking to your church members, start talking to that woman, everybody around along your streets, everybody you meet. I have poultry, I have birds for sale, I have birds for sale. Start talking to them, because during Christmas the market is usually saturated. Papa Emeka is selling, Mama Emeka is selling, Brother Emeka is, everybody is selling birds. So start talking to your people. Know your market, know your audience. That one is very, very important. Guys, I hope you got value. Follow this page for more tips on poultry farming. See ya.